Shorty know she fucking with the best. Logo shit, I feel like Jerry West. She gon' blow this whistle like a ref. Yes, I got plenty tattoos on my flesh. Drip on me, I tactical my vest. Hundreds everywhere, I made a mess. Yes, I keep racks on me, no I ain't stressed. 100 full, so don't do no less. Pull up on the jet, now she impressed. Yeah, shawty know she fucking with the man. Yeah, she calling me like she ain't got no friends. Yeah, they sleep on me, they often make these hands. Wake up, nigga. Yeah. Damn. Yesterday the Billy truck, today the lamb. I done fucked the block, the bitch like she was spam. I done took my bitch to Bali for a tan. Bitch, I'm rich, I'm walking around with a lot of bands. Get money all day, even on my off day. Yo, girl in good hands, my crib like Allstate. Damn boys on child play, I'm who you call babe. Ain't a get lit whole tree, money like a Friday. Yes, shorty know she fucking with the best. Logo shit, I feel like Jerry West. She gon' blow this whistle like a ref. Yes, I got plenty tattoos on my face. Drip on me, I tactical my vest. Hundreds everywhere, I made a mess. My money blue, no cabin.
I missed y'all. What up? How's everyone doing? How'd it go, Troy? Sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, I'm so entertaining. Yo, bitch wanna date me. Got so many hoes, I'm surprised I don't have a baby. Shawty think I'm wavy. I'm like, fuck you, pay me. If we talking rap, you know I
get your one-on-one guest in. It's coming. I'm feeling it.
Niggas think they Jay-Z. Sweaty bitch Beyonce, but she look like my auntie. Why these niggas capping? I don't know, they should be on me. All they fucking jury on. It ain't hard to find me. Yes. Shorty know she fucking with the best. Logo shit, I feel like Jerry West. She gon' blow this whistle like a ref. Yes, I got plenty tattoos on my flesh. Drip on me, I tactical my vest. Hundreds everywhere, I made a mess. Look, down, down, baby, oh, she going crazy. Sweet, sweet baby, damn, she never let me go. Down, down, baby, oh, these bitches shady. Boom, boom, baby.
Shane Falco. How's everyone doing? How was everyone's? Did you have drafts? Troy, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but Monster Jam was awesome. Dude, I've never thought I'd like Monster Jam. I was like, and on New Year's Eve last year, I bought my family and I, as a member, like these are the kind of games I do. I bought us a $5 lottery ticket. I think I told you guys this before. And we had to wait up till New Year's. We were just sitting around, just the four of us, my sons, my wife, and myself. And I was like, all right, tell me one of your favorite memories from the year, or tell me something that you did that you want to do again. And my son scratched off $500 on the ticket. So we said, we'll go do a Monster Jam this year. Well, they kept postponing them and canceling. Finally, one came up. We went to it, and I was like, oh, the kids will like it. It was awesome. It was incredibly awesome. I would strongly suggest if Monster Jam comes to your area, you just go see it. We were inside, so it was really cool. But we get to talk to the drivers. We got the pit pass and everything. But yeah, that's where I was at today. But I can't thank y'all enough, man. Listen, I did a live draft yesterday. I had a draft tonight, an auction draft. And we've done Blazzzin drafts. We have more to do. But I really wish we could do a destination draft with some Blazers where we all got together. Because every time I'm posting pictures for you guys. I feel like you are like an extension of my family at this point. I got to post pictures of Monster Jam and drafts and stuff. I want to take y'all everywhere with me. Did you, Scott? Did you post it to that link? If you didn't see it yet, go to the Facebook page. Post a picture of your draft in there. I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'm bringing y'all over. So, I put up on the page, here, the picks from, oh yeah, I did 3 drafts in the last 24 hours. Holy cow. And I have one tomorrow, I have one Tuesday, and then I think I'm done. I think I have 2 more drafts to go and I'm done. I really do. Except for the Blazzzin leagues. I have those. But I think from all my money leagues, I'm done. I'm like to the point where I don't even want to do a mock tonight. or a best ball. So here it is right here. Go to that link and you can put all your, I love seeing especially the live draft pictures. You can see here people put their live draft boards. I love seeing that. I wish you guys would post pictures of your drafts if they were live. I love seeing that. So do that if you get a chance. But Scott, what were your big takeaways from your draft? Yeah, Scott just posted. That's what I'm talking about, Scotty. Good luck to everyone in the break. Thank you guys for filling this. I really, honestly, I did miss y'all. It's been a crazy 24 hours. But it was nice to spend some time with my friends here and doing a live draft. It was nice did we didn't break last night. I was like, did we break last night after my draft? But no, we had a draft with a couple of the guys from our group here. All right, Scotty, I'll take a look then. How about the games today? I want to look up the stats in between these boxes, but I want to get breaking for you guys. I know you guys are excited. Christian McCaffrey, Derek Carr, Devontae Parker, Roquan Smith, and Pat Fairmouth out of 199 going out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers going to be Dusty White. I got to give a shout out to John Stevener. He sent over, if you guys weren't in the last break, the Leaf break, John Stevener made us it's just a bet he didn't need to do, but he said if the Bills beat the Packers, I'll give a $20 credit out. We gave a $20 credit out in that break, and he paid up for it. It was unnecessary, but such a great family here. So, John, shout out to you again for having fun and doing the things we love to see here. Antonio Gibson, Baker Mayfield, Ben Roethlisberger, and Amari Rodgers out of 99 going out to the Green Bay Packers. Scott, I will look at it after this box and when I check the scores. For those of you guys who are new here, you got to know that when football season rolls around, I love to look at the scores. I love to see lineups and rosters, so you'll have to deal with that in between breaks sometimes. Tua, Chase Young, LaMichael Pirine, and our second swatch, Tutu Atwell for the LA Rams, Troy Hockenbrach, Murray Hopkins Stack, Kamara, Kittle, Lockett. Dude, nice. You got Kittle, Murray. Who's your second running back, though, with Kamara? So I've been getting Kamara more and more, and you probably took Kamara in the first. Did you take Hopkins in the second, Kittle in the third? So who'd you end up getting as your second running back then? That's who I'm curious about. Oh, who's Marie? Are you guys doing the contest again? Marie has the Bucks. Who do you have? Who do you have, Chris? Nick Chubb, Matt Ryan, Jeff Okuda, and how about JaMychal Hasty out of 149? JaMychal Hasty. Man, that's right. You did say it. Mostert at the end there. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a nice little squad there. I will say I just did my second auction. I have a live auction on Tuesday, and we got to do a Blazzzin. Auctions are, once you do an auction, you always have to do an auction then, because like I love snake drafts. I love redraft snake drafts. They're a lot of fun, but you're kind of pigeonholed into a lot of guys. Kellen Mond out of 199 going out to the Vikings. And what I mean by that is that, if you don't get one of the first four picks, you're not getting, Kamara, Cook, McCaffrey, or Elliott. You might get Elliott, might fall down there. But you get my point. You can't get the 9th pick and get one of those stud running backs. Where in an auction league, you can literally buy Kamara and Cook and Devontae Adams and then just have, like, crappy players the rest. Not crappy, but, like, those flyers the rest of the time. You can still get a good quarterback, probably get a mid-range tight end, and then just take all flyer wide receivers. That's what I love about auction drafts is the strategies are so plentiful. You can do a balanced team, a top-heavy team. Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, Austin Eckler, and there's a Kirk Cousins out of 75, and a Jonathan Taylor out of 199. All right, the Packers. I do like the parallels so much. These parallels and certified are so clean this year. All right. Oh, here's going to be our RPA. Jalen Hurts, A lot of talk about Deshaun Watson going to Miami. Has anyone heard anything? And there we go. Waddle for the Miami Dolphins going out to Matt Nielsen. There you go. Miami. Waddle. Matt Nielsen. Good to see you in here, Matt. We still have more packs left in this box, but that's a nice little way to start it. There we go. Maybe get a parallel or two here. All right, Nick Chubb, Calvin Ridley, Russell Wilson, Christian McCaffrey, and Kellen Mond. Scott, I am with you. I do believe tight end is one of the most underrated positions, and what I mean by that is like that's a position you can choose to win or lose in. Like you have the choice to win that tight end battle every week, but now you're getting it at a cost. You know, if you take Kittle, apparently Waller, I drafted him last night. I'm still not necessarily 100% sold on him. But when he falls to you at a good draft position, it's hard not to take him. You know, we'll see. But I agree. Those Kelsey, Kittle, those top tight end guys. There's a lot of I think Jonnu Smith right now is my kind of like sleeper tight end. I got him for $1 tonight. I got him really late last night in the draft. The reason I like him is I think he's going to be a big target in New England. Their number one receiver off the board, Jacoby Myers, isn't getting drafted until super late. Deshaun Watson out of 249. So I think Jonnu Smith could be that guy. He's been on the verge of breaking out for the last 3 years. Came from Tennessee, I believe. Justin Jefferson, Carson Wentz, Ezekiel Elliott out of 199. So he's one of those guys that I feel like could be like that sleeper one. Who else is Carr going to throw to? So people are hating on Jacobs. I got Jacobs for $20 tonight in an auction, which is very, very cheap. And like guys like Edwards-Helaire and Najee are going for $40. Do I think they're better? Sure. Do I think they're going to score twice as many points? No, I don't. And you can only start one, so it's not like you can get two $20 running backs, you know. And I mean, you can with flex spots and stuff. And I guess what I'm getting at is that's a lot of extra risk where I could take that $20 and put it as a little bit more calculated risk elsewhere. But yeah, you're right. Scott Ruggs and Renfro aren't going high in drafts. Like, I get that. The problem is if he's the only guy and they don't have to worry about other guys, and then you have an issue. Yeah, Michael Pittman's been definitely moving up on draft boards. Oh, I really did want to check before we open this box. Scott, you told me your lineup, so I don't have to check on that. But what happened in the Browns-Falcons game? Mayfield, 113 yards and a touchdown on 6 for 10. And that was really all that played. We didn't see even any of his wide receivers, really. What happened with the Falcons? Rosen got in there, 8 for 14, 111 and a touch. I'm not going to go through them all. I'll look at them later, but I wanted to see what was going on in the game that's on live right now. So, big... This is kind of crazy. Last night, and I know it happened, I've seen this story a couple times already. Guys are in the middle of their draft, right? We were in the 5th, 6th round. Everyone gets the alert. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, Dobbins out for the season. Miles Sanders at a 199 with the graffiti. That is so tough. So tough to swallow at a live draft. Or even online. You know, if you're in the middle of a draft and they're like, well, I just lost my 2nd round pick. That's damaging. The good thing was the guy was able to not like get Gus Edwards. He reached for him probably a little bit. I'm sure we got the news a little bit late. I think he saw it and picked Gus Edwards. We didn't start talking about it until about 20 minutes after a lot of us got the alert. Julio Jones, and there is a Kelvin Joseph out of 50 for them boys. Luletta had 2 INTs. Davis Webb is greater than Kyle Luletta, 2 New York Giants quarterbacks. But man, that is damaging. DK Metcalf for the Seahawks there, going out to Dougie Berger. Jacobs, Tua, Robinson, and Kyle Trask Swatch out of 299 going out to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Marie Elizabeth. Marie is... Wait. Did you say Marie 2? You won? What did she get? Or you said 1-0. What did she get? She didn't get anything else. What do we got coming up? Chase Young, Nick Chubb, Kyler Murray, and Alexander Madison, the Barkley Dark Horse there. Going to be 4 out of 5 for the Minnesota Vikings. Austin Linderwell, there you go. I don't know what it's going to look like for him this year. He's going super late, not going at all in some drafts, super cheap in auctions. And it could be one of those things where if Cook gets injured, we've seen it come out of him before. I think that the guy with the most potential to score as a full on handcuff has got to be Tony Pollard. He just seems like he's been explosive. He also is returning kicks. So if your league does that's what I read anyhow. So if you're top loaded cards. If your league is doing kick return yards, Pollard might be a guy to snag. Josh Allen, Matt Ryan, AJ Brown, Keenan Allen, and there is a Josh Palmer out of 249 rookie. You lost Eckler, Cortland Sutton. Yeah, it happens. Especially the more leagues you do, the more likely you are. I don't know how many leagues you were in, Scott, but the more likely you are to lose guys. It's just inevitable. I lost Dobbins in a league. Kamara, Tyreek Hill, Jonnu Smith, Ryan Tannehill out of 149 there, going out to the Titans. I have way more shares of Dak than I want. I really, really, really need Dak to stay healthy this year. He just keeps falling to me in such late rounds are super cheap. Miles Sanders, Metcalf, and Jones, Montgomery, and there it is. Josh Palmer out of 50 for the Chargers, going out to Corey Humphrey. There you go, Corey. Josh Palmer, 3-color for the Chargers. Who knows? He could be one of those guys this year if Herbert comes out to play like everyone says he's gone to. 12 leagues, yeah, you're bound to have... Oh, another one here. Oh, it's got to be our swatch. All right. There he is. Dobbins out for the year. Chase Claypool. And Elijah Moore out of 199 to the New York Jets. He keeps kind of teetering around those mid-round picks. People must like Zach Wilson. You know who else I've been getting a lot in late rounds? Like last round in the draft, my backup quarterback was Baker Mayfield for the first half of my drafts. I've moved on, and I'm getting Jameis Winston at very good value. I feel like if he throws, it could be something special. I know, you guys don't like him probably. Here, let's put it up. Let's see this, because I consider a good backup in the top 15. Here it is. Go ahead and vote. You say that, grab Marquez Callaway, but his draft is going up higher and higher and higher. I don't think you're drafting Michael Thomas to plan on having him much. A guy last night took him in the 3rd round, which I thought was just... Why? If he comes back, sure, but that's still overpaying. It could be 6 weeks. It could be 10 weeks. He might not play at all. I get it in Dynasty Leagues. He went for $15 in our auction league. Micah Parsons out of $2.99. Oh, you know what? I got to watch the new episode of... I put top 15. I don't think he's a starter, but I consider a top... backup to be a top 15, meaning you get one of the best 3 backups in the league. So the reason I like Winston too is with Dak, I feel like you have to have someone with a really high ceiling as a backup. I don't want to take someone that's just going to get me through a couple weeks, because you're drafting Dak by the 5th round. You're not going to get him much later than that. Maybe the 6th if he falls, But at that point, if you lose him, you know, that's high to me for a quarterback. If you're going to take, that's the latest you can take a stud, and the earliest, you know, after that you got to wait a while because it's a waste. I think Dak's at cutoff. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, Michael Thomas, Jerry Jeudy, and Von Miller out of 249. We got 5 votes. 3 people say no. 2 people say yes. Yeah, I got him last night in like round 13, Scott. And you know, he went right to the IR. So when waivers open up, I'll fill in that spot. He'll probably stay there for at least 6 weeks. Garoppolo, Dobbins out of 299. Marquez Callaway went for like $17 tonight. To me, that's really, really high. If you look at who you can get at that $17 range. All right, Amari Cooper, Jonathan Taylor, Devin White, and Javonte Williams out of 249. We will be doing 2 $5 hitless credits, but also this, along with yesterday's draft, will be combined for a fantasy spot. I have a bunch of randoming to do for fantasy spots tomorrow. I have a bunch of messaging to do. That's what we're going to be doing during the day. Probably no, I don't know if we'll do early daytime breaks, but we may do a bunch of fantasy stuff. So stay tuned to the page. We'll post reminders for what leagues are already out there. That's going to be my goal for tomorrow morning. LaMichael Pirine and James White. 8 out of 10. His name's popping up higher and higher on draft boards. James White out of 10 for the New England Patriots. Peter Burris. We wouldn't pay $7 for Callaway. You think he's like a one hit, like a preseason wonder? Yeah, right now they don't. You're right. They'd have to get one. Okuda, Mayfield, and Gibson. And for the Washington football team, Diame Brown. Let me know, guys, who's someone that you're targeting that no one else is, that you're just like ecstatic to get in your for me, it was Jonnu Smith. Like a late round, like I think he's going to be my sleeper. Give me some of your late round sleepers right now, guys. Who do you like? I'm talking like 12th round or after, like you know, those last 4 or 5 rounds of your draft. Diggs, Mixon, Watson, Tyler Lockett out of 249, and Dak Prescott. Come on, Dak, need a good year out of you. Come on, give me some of your late round sleepers, 12th through 16th rounds, those last 4 picks. All right, what do we got here? Justin Jefferson, what up, Macy? DJ Chark, CeeDee Lamb, and Cornell Powell out of 299. Powell right in the kisser. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Tay Taylor. My dog just came and laid next to me. I must have woke her up. Curtis Samuel. All right. I eyed him up. I had a bid on him in the auction tonight, but he just went for a little higher than I wanted it that late. We have A.J. Brown, Hopkins, and Josh Jacobs. Damian Harris, and there he is, ETN. Out of 299. Fairmouth, Troy. Troy, are you a Steelers fan? I ask because I know you live in PA. Macy, get off my kneecaps. Tua, Chase Young, Jared Goff, Gary Brightwell out of 149, and Nicky Chubb. Oh, Terrace Marshall. Yeah, you know what? I was a little mad at myself. I didn't have the cap room for him tonight. Like, I had a plan. He only went for $3, and it's in a keeper league. So you could have kept him for $8 next year. I think he has that potential, but I just couldn't spend the money at that point. Kyler Murray, but I do have him in a bunch of best ball leagues. I like him in best ball format because I think he can have a couple big games this year. TJ Watt and Eric Stokes out of 399. I think this guy's going to have a monster year. All right, man, well, that'll do it. We're going to do a recap. We're going to give away 2 $5 hitless credits. We're going to check out our hits. One really nice one there. But we'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. I just want to do fantasy stuff first. And we're going to catch up on those fantasy spots. Let's see what we got. Gary Brightwell out of 149. Palmer out of 249. Kelvin Joseph out of 50. Sanders out of 199. Mond out of 249. Cousins out of 75. Taylor out of 199. Mond out of 199. And Amari Rogers out of 99. Parallels are so much nicer this year than they have been in the past. Waddle goes really late. He only went for like $4 or $5. And that's in a keeper, which means add $5 to it is how we do this one. He'd be $9 next year on a $200 budget. Like less than 5% of your budget. Man, there were some guys that I was like, man, I wish I could pull the trigger. I just couldn't. I think a lot of guys felt that way. Because it takes up a roster spot too, which is, yeah, it's hard on these smaller rosters. Jaguars, Jamar Evans with the Travis Etienne. We had the Javonte Williams for the Denver Broncos going out to Troy. Troy, did your draft go well tonight, man? Thank you for the invite again. Elijah Moore for the New York Jets. Dylan. This guy's on a lot of fantasy radars. Kyle Trask for the Bucks going out to Marie. Marie, you beat Chris big time. Although he did get the Amari. Oh, was it a tie? Tutu Atwell for the Rams going out to Troy. We had the Cornell Powell for the Kansas City Chiefs going out to Tay Taylor. And James White out of 10. Short print for the New England Patriots. Peter Burris. What up, Peter? Peter. Josh Palmer for the Chargers going out to Corey Humphrey. We had Alexander Madison for the Minnesota Vikings going out to Austin Linderwell. And Jermichael Hasty for the San Francisco 49ers going out to John Carter Hennessy. And last but not least, Boomer, Waddle, Miami Dolphins going out to Matt Nielsen. All right, here we go. 2 $5 hitless credits. You'll be added to the list from yesterday's break for one fantasy spot. We got to set up that league, and I may have to just make it an auction league. Just because they're so much fun. They do take forever, though, so probably not. That one was a redraft, and it took us, oh, man. It took us all of 2.5 hours. Yep, about 2.5 hours. I know, Jamie. Steelers Bills, week 1. All right, here we go. Top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to be the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Austin Linderwell, Tay Taylor, each with a $5 hitless credit. All right, y'all. Listen, fantasy football drafts coming hard this week. We only have one more week. When's it start? One more week next Thursday. Next Thursday is our first week of football. Bucks. Who is it? Bucks and Boys? DK League, Scott. For those of you who are in it, it's a DraftKings league. So every week you'll have a contest to enter. All right? And then your points will accumulate. It's total points. So it's just using DraftKings. You'll get a link for that contest in the chat with all, 30 people. And then I'll enter those scores every week. If you miss a week, you get 0 points, but it's been known to happen. Most people don't, though. So you can't miss a week, but you can recover from it if you do. So we'll get that out. We'll always have it out early. We generally won't include the Thursday games, I think, because I want to give people time to get their lineups in. So it'll be the primetime slate, which would be Sunday and Monday games. We may include it on a week that has like the Saturday games or something like that, but I think we're going to forget the Thursday night games. We'll do a separate DK contest for that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, Scott. That's the first year we're doing that. All right, y'all. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I miss y'all. We'll be back this week with more. See you tomorrow.